Here's the part nobody tells you. When you walked out of our store with $500, we didn't want you to pay it back. Not on time. On time was a loss for us. The people we prayed for came back in 2 weeks, short again, to renew. And the fee you paid to renew never touched what you owed. You could pay us for a year and still owe the same $500. It always started small. Rent was due Friday. Your check landed Monday. 3 days. That's all you needed. So you wrote us a check for $575. We handed you $500 in cash and held your check until payday. $75 for 3 days felt like nothing. A convenience fee. You signed, you left, you felt relieved. What you didn't do the math on. $75 on $500 for 2 weeks is an interest rate of 391% a year. Nobody in that store ever said that number out loud. It was printed on the contract in a spot you were too stressed to read. Then payday came. And here's what we already knew, because we watched it happen to almost everyone. You couldn't spare the whole $575, not and still make rent, and gas, and groceries. So you had a choice. Let our check bounce and eat an overdraft fee from your own bank on top of ours, or come back in and renew. Almost everyone renewed. You paid another $75. We tore up the old check, wrote a new due date, and you walked out still owing the exact same $500. 4 out of 5 loans we wrote went exactly like that. Rolled over or re-borrowed within 2 weeks. That's not my guess. That's the federal government's number. Now I need you to understand something, because this is the part I was trained on. That wasn't you failing. That was the product working. A loan you can easily pay back is a bad loan for us. 1 fee and you're gone. The customer we were taught to value was the one who couldn't get free, who came back every 2 weeks and paid, and never moved the debt an inch. On a typical $300 loan, a borrower pays $45 every 2 weeks. After 4 months, they've handed over $360 in fees, and they still owe the original $300. Half of these loans are part of a chain at least 10 loans long. 10. The manager's numbers looked best when yours never ended. And it isn't a few desperate people making bad calls. It's about 12 million Americans a year. Most earn around $25,000. The people with the least margin paying the highest price for money. Over $2 billion a year just in fees. Just to borrow what was already theirs a few days early. And we didn't open next to the country club. The stores went where the paychecks were thinnest, the neighborhoods with the least savings, and study after study found the most Black and Latino families. That wasn't an accident of real estate. That was the map. The ones trapped worst were often on a fixed monthly check. Retirees. People on disability. 1 in 5 of them stayed in debt to a lender like us for the entire year. If you've ever sat in that plastic chair, you know the feeling in your stomach. That feeling was designed. So here's what they don't put on the poster. In the states that cap the rate at 36%, the Payday store didn't adapt. It vanished overnight because the whole business only works at triple digits. That tells you everything about what it was. If you're in it right now, you can revoke the ACH authorization at your bank so they can't keep pulling from your account. Many states must offer a no-cost extended payment plan, the one we were told never to mention. A credit union will often lend you the same small amount at a fraction of the cost. I left that job, but the store's still open. The chair's still there. And they're still counting on one thing: that you'll walk in believing it's just $75. It was never $75.